Wait until my stream pops up on my YouTube and then I can monitor the live chat. Don't know when that will pop up, hopefully soon. Counting. It's 15 seconds in, it still hasn't showed up yet. Be nice if it did. 30 seconds in? Nada. Still nada. Come on, does it take like a minute for this to kick in or something? I swear, whenever I look at the chat, it's not a minute behind. It's weird. But I guess I shall wait. Breaking out lately. Very annoying. Hello. There we go. I'm here. Hopefully people shall join. It shall be fun. Come on, load. There we go. Alright. Don't know how long it will take people to notice that I'm live and then join in, but I shall speak to myself for maybe a few minutes until people kick in. Who knows? Maybe today will be a lazy day. I won't have to deal with weirdos. Weirdos on stream? Oh, there's already 5 people. Okay, hi. What's up? How was everyone's Saturday? I know the day kind of just started. I'm live later than I usually am. Because I got up later. Which later for me is like 10 a.m. now. Hi! Hello, hello, hello. My feet are cold. I'm putting on socks. Basically just woke up, yeah. Hello, hello, hello. I've been sleeping well lately, which is good. I find that if I take melatonin when I'm already tired, it will just like wake my body up in the middle of the night. I don't know if that's a normal thing to experience. Okay. I'm gonna do my makeup and chat. Hear noises in the back, that's my TV in the other room. I always have something on. Right now I'm going through like border security videos, and like airline videos, like Airline UK. EasyJet should be hard. Happened to me when I take melatonin. Yeah, it's like if your body is already too tired, if you take melatonin, it will like have the adverse effect. Very strange. So I've been stopping taking melatonin unless I'm not doing anything. Hope you're well. Thank you. I am well. I'm doing good today. Woke up, got on my phone, did everything that I planned to do today, submitted documents I needed to submit for my internship, posted some art on my Instagram, uploaded some songs for the future unarchived series. Feel good. Melatonin makes me drowsy in the morning. I'm always fatigued, so like I can't really. I don't know how. I don't have a frame of reference for what it feels like to be groggy, because I just kind of always am. Right, my brows are pissing me off. It's a very, very common thing. My mirror. Hello, people just joining. It's a very nice sunny day out. It's actually supposed to be really nice this week, which is nice because me too. Honestly, I just read to you a lot. It feels like a lot of people just live the exact same life, to be honest. And you don't realize it until you start publicly advertising your struggles. And then people are just like, God, me too, I totally relate to this. Yeah, the internship's going really well. It's teaching me a lot. Yesterday was the first day where I'm actually starting to get, okay, like I actually kind of understand how this works as far as like the inputs, the outputs, where all the cables go, what everything does. Like I said to the lead sound tech yesterday, I'm like, this is the first day where I feel like if you gave me maybe good few hours alone, I could figure it out on my own. We are one. My zodiac sign, I am a Virgo. Virgo. Indeed I am. My birthday is September 14th. I don't remember what my other two big ones are. I know one of them is Aquarius, but I'm actually not sure about what's what. Thank you for compliments and good wishes on my internship. It makes me feel very good and happy. I am trusting that things are going my way lately. According to one of the sound techs there, whenever they have like a monthly Brazilian samba night, because it's a Latin music venue, so they always do like salsa, bachata, live salsa, stuff like that. So mainly like Hispanic stuff. But once a month, they do a Brazilian samba night, and apparently it's packed full of lesbians. And I'm like, let me know when that is, because I'm gonna fucking show up to Brazilian samba night. You bet your ass I am gonna be there. Winter over summer. My unpopular opinion is I actually really like summer. Actually really, really like summer. It's the best season. I think it's probably just because of where I live. I understand that summer in other parts of the world is like just living in a furnace, but summer here in southern Ontario is actually pretty good. Sometimes it does feel like you're living in a furnace, but for the most part, it's actually pretty nice. And then our winters are just like, so cold. So I enjoy it. Plus, there are days that it's not that hot during the summer. So it's kind of like, you don't have to always wear super summery clothes. Like, you can probably wear long pants in this weather. But I haven't been outside today. My mom said it was really hot out because she went out earlier, but I don't know. I shall see. Wear 2 coats at a time. Yeah, I mean, it depends on where you go. Southern Ontario is pretty nice and temperate. We're pretty good climate-wise, but I can't say that I enjoy cold weather. I enjoy wearing my super big awesome coats and stuff, but it's a nuisance. It's like literally just... Oh, Alberta, yeah, that's why. It's cold as balls over there. Mountains and stuff. Just plucking my eyebrows before doing my makeup, because gotta do some cleaning. Some housekeeping. Yeah, Edmonton is more northern. I'm not sure about latitudes and stuff. I'm aware that actually Canada, where I'm in Canada, is actually like a lot higher up in latitude than a lot of people think we are. We're like on par with like Madrid. Hello from North Korea. Hello, Pyongyang. You're lucky to live there. Yeah, I am very lucky to live here. I do admit. We have our faults, but out of, the lottery of where I get to be born, I'm pretty damn grateful that it was here. I think anyone born in a first world country should be pretty damn grateful for it, because it's a luxury not a lot of people have. And you don't realize it until you start learning about geography and stuff like that. And, every Canada Day, because Canada Day was July 1st, so like 2 weeks ago, I see a bunch of people who I know, upper middle class white Canadians posting like, Canada Day, I hate this country, blah, blah, blah. It's like, do you realize how privileged you are? It's okay to dislike things that the Canadian government's doing, because we do have faults, and it's okay to call them out. But to just straight up be like, oh, I hate this country, I hate living here, is like such a tone-deaf comment, in my opinion. You have no idea how many people would kill to be born with a Canadian passport, with Canadian citizenship, and how many people risk their lives coming here to get that. Very, very bad and tone deaf. But of course, if you're Indigenous, then, like, say whatever you want. But, you know. You can acknowledge, your privileges without, and also criticize our faults. Doesn't all have to be like, oh, I hate living here, country's perfect. Yeah. Top few percent living in a first world country. Like, come on, I'm grateful for that. I'm very grateful. I have access to the internet and clean running water, and I can drink my tap water, and I can be gay, and, you know, smoke weed legally, and get an abortion, and that's all, you know, amazing, amazing stuff. And, you know, freedom of opinion, and I could go on, but I'm preaching to the choir here. There's no need to. Looks like today is going to be a quiet stream. Yeah, I'm allowed to live free. Very, very nice. I'm just glad that since I started the stream, there's been no strange people. Every time I'm on stream, in the first, like, 20 minutes or something, I always get, like, an influx of viewers, and there's always just inevitably some very, very odd figures in chat. Very strange, odd people. But I like streaming because, for some reason, whenever I archive my streams, they do better than my normal videos, which is very strange. Go watch Long Legs. I will. Damn those popos. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I live very downtown, so I just kind of, like, block out the noise. But referring to the Long Legs thing, I'm going to see Long Legs. There's, like, there's a cinema very, very close to my apartment, and they're showing Long Legs, and they do, like, $5 movies, which is kind of insane. I'm about to erase my eyebrows. Yep, that's the goal. I like making them thin, because in high school I had super thick eyebrows, and looking back at photos, it's just like, Strange, weird, odd people here, yeah. How was work? Work yesterday was fun. I didn't stay for too long, because obviously I'm an internship, so I'm kind of, like, on my own schedule, so I go in around, like, 4:35-ish, and then there's a break between, like, 7 and 9 to do kind of, like, whatever, but the lead, like, front of house guy had to leave, so I didn't want to just be, like, abandoned, left alone in the rain for, like, 2 hours, so I'm just gonna go home, and then I'm gonna stay later tomorrow, so that's what I'm gonna do today. Yeah, streaming is not easy. Weekend plans, trying to go to, the Royal Ontario Museum, the ROM, on Sunday with my friends. They have a wild cats exhibit, which I already went to last Sunday, with one of my other friends, but I'll go again, spend it with another group of friends. That's cool. Back from yesterday, hello, welcome. Yeah, I was really excited to see wild cats, and it was really cool, but it was, like, short. It's, like, a very short exhibit. I did not expect it to be that small, and I don't know, considering the ads that they have out on TV right now for it are, like, super HD, high quality production value, it just felt like it wasn't really adding up, you know? Yeah. Global North is like a vampire sucking the blood out of the rest of the world. You should be grateful. That's a joke. It doesn't have to be a joke. That makes sense. I'd like to consider us as the vampires. Canadians are vampires. That's why we live here. Okay. I use my darker shade of foundation because it's summer and I've tanned, which is amazing. I'm not going to use that much foundation today because I'm, like, breaking out really bad lately, and I'm not sure why. I wake up with, like, a new pimple on my face, like, every single day. And I got some pretty strong pimple cream. It tackles them pretty well, but there's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5's kind of going away. I'm dealing with it. Black Panthers. I agree, Black Panthers are so beautiful. In the exhibit, they have, like, when you immediately walk into the Wildcats thing, they have 2 life scale models of, like, a lot of species of wild cats that you can walk through and look at. And I thought they were taxidermy. They do kind of look taxidermied. I think maybe they are. Not really sure. It would make sense if they were, but I don't know what the museum... I mean, they look pretty damn real to me. But I thought the Black Panther was gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I did not realize how gigantic lions were. Saw a Black Panther in Moncton like 12 years ago. Don't know if I've ever seen a Black Panther in person. I've seen a lion in person multiple times. Because of Disney World's safari in Animal Kingdom, they have lions there. And usually they're not out, but I've gotten lucky in the past and seen them, so very, very, very cool. Have you considered drawing some of the cats? Yes. I actually was talking about this with my friend last week at the museum because he's also in school for art. And I was like, I spend so much time practicing human anatomy and I feel like pretty damn good at it. Like, I can basically envision any pose a human can be in and just draw it from memory because I know how human anatomy works, but I want to start moving on to cats, obviously because I love cats. And that just poses a new challenge. It's like, it's the same, but it's different. Same principles, different execution. Big floppas are the ugliest cats. No, I don't think that they're ugly. Have you been to other countries? Yes, I have. I've been to the U.S., obviously, but not everywhere in the U.S. I've just been to Florida, California, New York, Pennsylvania. I went to the Bahamas and U.S. British Virgin Islands and St. Martin, which is technically Dutch colony. I've been to the UK, Ireland, and Iceland. Iceland feels pretty out of place in that list. But that's okay. I feel like those are really basic locations to travel to as a Canadian, and there's just Iceland! Like the butt-fuck nowhere Iceland, too. We went all around the country. North, east, west. Shout out from Florida. We're in Florida. Whereabouts in Florida are you from? I've only been to, obviously, Disney World, Cocoa Beach, went to the Kennedy Space Center, spent some time in Orlando, Fort Lauderdale. Have I been to St. Augustine? I don't remember. Yeah, Fort Lauderdale mainly, and Orlando, Cocoa Beach, yeah. Yes, Kissimmee. It's funny, I'm actually in the Unarchived series next week, a little bit of a spoiler for you guys, I'm releasing a song called Sunshine State, which I've never released before, but I think it's super cute and I have no idea why I never put it out before. I think it's because it's unfinished, it's like 1 verse and 1 chorus, so it's pretty damn short, but it's about Florida. I think I made it after I came back from Cocoa Beach, because I thought it was really beautiful, and at that time in my life, it was the most environmentally, socially, like culturally different place that I had ever been, because obviously I had just traveled to, at that point, whenever we went to Florida, we had never traveled outside of Disney World, and then I've been to like Buffalo, New York, but that's very, climate-wise, very similar, culturally very similar, but Cocoa Beach it was like stepping on a different planet, and it was the first time I had ever, explored the world and looked outside and been like, okay, this is 1000% definitely not Canada. Like 1000%, this is nowhere near where I live. This is so different. There's surfer dudes everywhere, people speak differently, the vibe is different. Awesome. Oh no. I bet you'd love to come to Brazil. Yes, I want to travel to every single country in the whole world, and I know that's not humanly possible because of, things, especially because I'm a girl, especially because I'm a gay girl with red hair. However, I hope one day I will be able to travel absolutely everywhere. I want to go everywhere. It's so interesting. Yeah. Supposed to go to Florida. COVID, I read that. I was actually in Los Angeles at the start of 2020 when COVID started. We were 1 week into being in Los Angeles. That was our family vacation, and we got the announcement that Trudeau made for all Canadians who are abroad to return to Canada. So we had to very quickly book a flight back, had to go on a red-eye through Vancouver. It was a nightmare. We spent the full day traveling, cut our vacation short. Nothing was open, but we got to experience Los Angeles without any traffic. No traffic, because everyone was inside. So my dad was super happy, because we were on the Los Angeles freeway, and there was nobody. It was empty. We were cruising, and he was like, you won't appreciate this because you can't drive. But to be in Los Angeles and to actually be going the speed limit at all times is such a rarity, and this is never going to happen again. So I appreciate that. We were in Disneyland in Los Angeles on the very last day before it closed before COVID. Very last day. Very sad. And then I got the notification that my school was going to be closed for 2 weeks, and I'm just thinking at that point to myself, because it was the very beginning, I was like, it's just going to be 2 weeks. Oh my God, I'm so happy to have 2 weeks off school. Nope. Never finished grade 12. I mean, I did, but online, and all of my grades froze. I basically finished with an 100 in every course. Didn't get a prom, didn't get a grad trip, didn't get a proper graduation. I just showed up one day in the middle of the summer to pick up my certificate, shook hands with my principal at a distance, 5 minutes, left. That was my graduation. So yeah, pretty shitty year to be graduating from high school. It just didn't feel like it ended properly. It was one day I was in school, and the next day I never returned back there. Never stepped foot back in my high school. And the very last day of high school, there was a fight. And one of the last images, if not the last image that I remember from being in high school is watching a kid get taken out on a stretcher into an ambulance. Because there was a fight in the cafeteria. So, yeah. What a time. Think it's great to release music that isn't finished. Yeah, I'm going through some of these songs, and they're a minute 30 seconds, 2 minutes, and it's kind of I wish I worked on it more, but to hear my progress is really kind of amazing. Yeah. Graduated the year after and get a prom either. Grads in groups of 30 people at a time. 30 people! Oh! They didn't even let my parents step out of the car when they dropped me off. It was just me, my principal, who I did not like, and that was it. And we just got a really shitty photo of me standing under a balloon arch, and they were like, get your ass out before you kill us all with your germs. Florida's so weird. I love it there, though. If it weren't for the people, we have a theory that, my family has a theory that it's the heat that makes people a little cuckoo. Because, you can't breathe there. I cannot imagine just walking outside and being hit constantly with that humidity. I'm sure you get used to it, but whoa, wow. Living in it, it's gotta do something to, your brain chemistry, for real. Planning on watching part 3 today? Yay! Go at your own pace. They're long videos, lots of information in there. I definitely missed things. Kind of sucks, but yeah. We do have a lot of Canadians down here, yeah. I think it's funny that every region of the world has their own, like, vacationing destinations, because for us to escape the heat, it's Florida, it's the Bahamas, the Caribbean, tourist hotspots. Even though I've heard that Jamaica isn't doing too hot lately as far as, well, they're hot, but you know what I mean. They're not doing too good as far as their economy. They have, like, a lot of issues with the government. So what I've heard, don't quote me on this, is that Jamaican citizens are retaliating against the government, trying to get them to listen, trying to get the government to listen to them by being evil and disrupting tourism, attacking tourists and stuff like that, because Jamaica's economy is like largely supported on tourism. So if they, you know, stop people from coming to the country as tourists, then the government's forced to listen to them and their own problems, which I'm fully in support of. Not going to Jamaica anytime soon until they get their shit sorted out and the government treats their people nice. But that's just what I've heard. Don't quote me on that. Florida is a classic Canadian winter break destination. Indeed it is. I've only been to Florida in the winter when I was like 3 years old, so I don't remember what it was like, but there are photos of me wearing jackets. So I don't know. Oh god, I got a lot. Thank you for commenting about the Grimes iceberg. It always comes back for me. Yes. Every student come to class, clap as you walk in the building. That was the end. Didn't have to come back. Oh, thank you for the illusion of accessibility video. Yes. It was a topic that I wanted to make a video on quite for a long time, but just after going to the UK, I was like, this needs to be said. This absolutely needs to be said. You don't realize how inaccessible the world seems until you're disabled or you're living with a disabled person, because, like, holy crap. It's, you know, you may see an elevator, but you just see it, you're like, oh yeah, it's accessible for people who need it, but you don't actually go in the elevator. Does the elevator work? Does it get you to the correct floors? Is there a giant gap on the elevator step? You know, these are a lot of questions that people don't think about. They're just like, oh, we're just going to put an elevator and that's good enough. It's the illusion of accessibility. It is the name of the video. So I ran out of I mentioned this yesterday on stream. I ran out of my normal, I still have it here because I don't, I ran out of my normal, it's like very, very empty, my normal setting powder. So I'm using my backup setting powder, which is this, but it's like illuminating and it kind of makes me shiny and I'm not too big of a fan of it. Like, it's fine because it is setting powder, but I'm not my favorite. It makes me look like I'm sweaty. Maybe I am just sweaty. Causes a lot. Oh, has low vision, does volunteer work for accessibility. Train station doesn't have an elevator. Man who can walk dragging himself to access the train station. Yeah, there are a lot of places I'm out in my city, and I'm like, if I was with my mom, this would be a nightmare. Or if I was in a wheelchair, this would be a nightmare. Like, how the hell am I supposed to access anything? Like, last week, I was going down to a train station, and for some reason, we couldn't find the staircase. We ended up in a weird back area with an elevator. So I'm like, whatever, let's just use the accessibility elevator. And my friend didn't notice because we were just, we were able-bodied and whatnot, but we got down the accessibility elevator, and there was a set of stairs leading up to it when we got down there, and I'm just like, doesn't this kind of make the elevator pointless? Like, what? I don't understand why this is here then. There's fucking stairs afterwards that are not avoidable. Like, what if you were in a wheelchair and you were alone? Who designs these things? Able-bodied people who don't think about it. they put it in, they're just like, well, what can we do? We did our part. We did enough, whatever. Free Mary should be forced to sit in a wheelchair for a week. Ooh, I think that's actually a really damn good idea. That should be a really good idea to navigate the city. It's because even getting on our streetcars, like I take a streetcar to get to work, the jump from the ground to the streetcar is pretty damn big. I'm like, I know that there are things that if the person on the streetcar sees that you're in a wheelchair, they have like a ramp and everything, but the amount of times that there's been nobody there to help people who have walkers and canes get on the streetcar, and they take like a lot of time to like haul everything up, and I obviously have a lot of sympathy for that, and I take notice of it like a lot, so I'm like always the one to help them get on the streetcar, and I'm just like, I'm so fucking sorry. This is like, that's ridiculous. Engineers be like, damn, didn't think about that. No, really. Oopsies. Forgot about disabled people. Oopsies. Eyeliner. So I'm wearing my Cocteau Twins shirt. It's like an extra large because it was the only one that they had. I got this on my Los Angeles trip back in 2020, actually. Amoeba Hollywood. They moved locations since then. I also have like, I always like do like this. I have creases here, and it always creates like a crease there. Same with my forehead, and I always just have to go like to blend it all out. Very annoying. I gotta focus hard. Saturday, we don't have as many people on the stream as we usually do, which is pretty damn cool, to be honest, because I'm so far have not had to mute or kick anybody, which I usually do. All cool people here. Howdy, folks. For the longest time, I was anti doing live streams, because I don't watch live streams. And I always said to myself, it's like, why would I do something that I don't consume? I don't want to make content that I don't consume, because that is not, it just doesn't seem logical to me. That's kind of always how I go about things, is don't do anything that you wouldn't enjoy watching someone else do. But if I'm just talking to my damn camera, doing my makeup, spending some time with my subscribers, my followers, my friends, and people enjoy it, then who am I to say no to it? Who are your favorite streamers, YouTubers? Like I said, don't watch any streamers, to be honest. YouTube-wise, I'm really into a lot of, like, gaming channels. I still really like RT Game. The Irish guy who fucks up video games. But my favorite game YouTuber is Let's Game It Out, Josh. He just takes games and fucks them up. And I don't know why. It's the funniest thing in the world to me, because he will go to such extreme lengths to fuck with games. Like, he spends hours doing the most fucked up things in games, to the point where it's like, why would you ever do that? Like, there's this game called Auctioneer that he plays a lot of, and he discovered like this weird exploit just randomly in the game where I'm not sure exactly what you do, but you could get like some money back in some trades, and it's just like a little bit extra cash, but he's like, hold on. So then the video jumps forward, and he's like, okay, so I've been here for like 5 hours, and now I have $1 million and can do anything I want. And I'm like, you are the only person in the world who would spend 5 hours doing this, and I appreciate you for it so much. also watch a lot of video essays. It's mainly whatever shows up on my, like, recommended for you, to be honest. I don't really keep going back to certain channels, because I feel like there's a lot of people who do really great stuff, and my love is spread around all of them. Hi! Hi! Hello, people joining. I fucked up this eyeliner, so now I have to go back and I gotta do my wipey thing, which my foundation hates when I do, but it's okay because I'll fix it. Whatever, it's part of the process. I do winged eyeliner like every single day. I've been doing winged eyeliner like every day since like grade 7 when I learned how to. It's just my daily look. I will never ever stop. Thank you for saying I am pretty. Confidence boost. Hee 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 hee. Hee hee hee. I do think I am pretty. I do think I am conventionally attractive. And it is a plus to be pretty. It does come with certain privileges, like being able to hop on live stream and, you know, just chat to people and be like, I don't know, I feel like, I don't know, it does help when it comes to being a public persona, especially being a girl, you know, because men are crazy. Straight men are crazy. And gay men too. I get called mother a lot. See, now I fucked up this eyeliner. I fucked up this eye. It's just a never-ending process. Personality and being fun. That's true. That's true. There's some pretty people who just kind of like think that because they're pretty, they just don't have anything else. It's very off-putting. They're sisters, not twins. That's what I say for my eyebrows, but for eyeliner's sake, it's best if they be as twinny as possible. I think. That's just how I go about it. Perfect and done. I really want to re-listen to the Princess and the Pauper soundtrack. It came to me in my dream last night. It was like I was in a kid's store or something. And I heard the, 'cause I am a girl like you. And I was like, oh, where's that coming from? Where's that coming from? And I like freaked out in my dream and I like fangirled with this other little girl who was looking at CDs and stuff. And she's like, I love this one. And I'm just like, you're like me. I am a girl like you. Do women find putting makeup relaxing? It seems very calming. I do. It makes me feel it is very relaxing in my opinion. Sometimes it can get very frustrating. And sometimes it can get to be more of a nuisance than anything. But you don't have to be a woman to enjoy doing makeup. But I understand for the most part, women are the ones who wear makeup. But, nevertheless, if you want to just sit at home and draw shit on your face, then who the hell is stopping you? It's literally, yeah, it's art on your face. It's like I have a canvas on my face. If I get bored of the canvas of my paper or my actual, like, stretched canvases, then this is just a canvas that's available to me all the time and I get to show it off, and it's accessible for everyone else to see, and you develop your own styles, and your face is unique, obviously, and no one else can do, everyone's face is different, and you develop techniques for your face that don't work for other people, and, it just gets to be a fun process, a very personal experience of art. Because, in my case, I personally, I feel like every time I'm on stream, I repeat some things I said in last streams. Just for people who don't know, but I'm 1/8 Chinese. My abuela is Chinese Peruvian. Half Peruvian, half Chinese, born and raised in Lima. And she has hooded eyes with an epicanthal fold is what they're called. So that means if you look at my eye, if you look at like eye makeup tutorials or whatever, they're mainly done by non-Asian people, people not with an epicanthal fold, which means that I have this piece of skin that covers where my eyelid goes in, and that's like a huge part of when you see like an inner corner eyeliner tutorial, it's like follow the end of your eyelid or whatever. I don't have that. It's completely covered up by a piece of skin. Like I can't. So obviously not all Asian people have an epicanthal fold, and not everyone who has an epicanthal fold is Asian, but it's like a lot more common. So my abuela has it. My dad doesn't have it, but I do. My mom doesn't. So I don't know. I can't do inner corner eyeliner. I just can't. There's ways to get around it, but I haven't found one that works for me. So I'm like, very strange. I love your makeup looks. You're talented at it. Thank you very much. I've been doing it since I was like in grade 6. I just loved makeup for that long. Not doing it because I think it makes me look better. I just think it's fun. It's so fun. It adds like a little... It's like wearing a scarf. You know? Oh gosh, now I have that Princess and the Pauper song stuck in my head. I'm just like you. You're just like me. There's no one else we'd rather be. I'm not gonna sing on stream. I'm not like an amazing singer. I would like to be better at it, but yeah, the Barbie one. I was obsessed with Barbie movies when I was a kid. Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses. Oh, that was my shit. Oh, nice. I wish I had DVDs of things. I do kind of want to start going to places and picking up DVDs of like my favorite movies, just so I always have them on hand, just in case I want to watch them. Because really, the amount of times I've seen Donnie Darko should not be allowed. I've seen it so many times. Which is my favorite movie. Every single stream, someone asks me, what's your favorite movie? And I'm like, Donnie Darko! My faux pas. Yeah, it's okay. I understand majority of people who engage in makeup are women. It's been marketed towards our gender or sex for like the dawn of time. It only makes sense to be associated. Do you have a DVD player as a Gen Zer? I've never seen a DVD player ever. I was thinking about this last night actually for some reason. I don't. But no, I don't have it here. I do at home. When I was younger, my parents bought me like a portable DVD player, so I have that at home. But nevertheless. I should bring it here because I do have some CDs and stuff like that. I thought my laptop had one, and then it doesn't. My old laptop does, because it's old, obviously. They should start including DVD players, CD players in laptops again. I don't know why we cut that out. Ridiculous, right? Okay, it's eyebrow time, which means I'm going to get angry at my eyebrows. Because I always do this brow really well, and this one decides to be a little bitch. Used to be the opposite way around, where this one was good and then this one was a little bitch, but we're just gonna see how it goes. Put everything I am not using away. That is my Achilles heel, is I just take all my makeup out and then I don't bother putting it back, and then they're all just like in a disgusting mess all over everywhere. Right on. Okay. Getting my shit together. Do you have any advice for continue to create art when you're in a creative slump? There's no reason to have a moderator right now, so I'm not giving anyone mod powers unless for some reason a bunch of people join and I start getting like weird comments, but I'm active enough in viewing the chat that I can moderate myself right now. Honestly, as far as being in a creative slump, this is gonna sound like really tough advice, but you just have to lean into it. If you don't want to make art, don't make art. Don't. If there's nothing to create art about, and you feel like there's not, then don't. Don't burn yourself out. Don't make yourself hate something that you love to do, you know? I mean, that's just kind of how I've dealt with it, because there have been times where I've been in a creative slump, and I just force myself to keep drawing anyways, and I just get more burnt out and more tired of art. And then, you know, one day, something, this might just be my ADHD brain, something clicks, and you hear something, or you see something, or you get an idea, and you're like, oh, wait, this is a talent that I haven't picked up in a while, and I feel ready to do it again. And once you do, it just feels so much better. You feel brand new and fresh, and it feels great. So, yeah. That's how I deal with it, at least. Because I don't deal with it. I just lean into it. Listen to your body. If your body's like, I don't want to draw anymore, then don't draw. Easy. If your body's like, I want to sit on the couch and eat chips, sit on the damn couch and eat chips. And then maybe you'll watch a TV show or something where you're like, hey, that gives me an idea for this, and you'll want to draw about it. Or maybe you won't. But inspiration, if you do have a true, like, creative, if you do have a true creative brain, inspiration will come to you. You just have to wait for it to. You have to be patient. Don't force anything. Thank you for envying my work ethic. Something I struggle with a lot, to be honest, because, I mean, I'm on a drawing binge as of lately, but to be honest, there was a good period of time, like last year, where I did not draw. I didn't paint at all. I didn't feel like it. And then sometimes, like, for a week, I would get back into it, and then I'd put my pens and pencil down, and I would just not do it for another month or two. Or maybe 5 months, or maybe a whole fucking year. Yeah. See you soon. Bye. Glorbus of Glittery Girlness. What a lovely name. Yeah. Good time to find something new to do. Yeah. Whatever hobby you've ever wanted to pick up, now's the time to do it. Now's the time to be like, what else am I interested in? What else does my body maybe want to do? And that's how you pick up new skills. At least that's how I do. It's different for everybody. But you see all these posts. There's a really popular post. It's like one of the top posts on r/like drawing or something like that, where it's like, what do you do if you don't want to draw every day? You force yourself to draw every day. And I'm like, that's how you grow to fucking hate something, in my opinion. Unless you're on a job or whatever, you don't have to do anything you don't want to. You don't want to draw? Don't fucking draw. Easy. Don't burn yourself out. Don't kill yourself. And that's something that I'm taking, you know, my time with and learning, because I always feel like if I'm not doing something creative and always improving my own skills, then I'm being lazy and I'm useless. And it makes me feel super ugly and depressed all the time. Like, that is such a big struggle for me. Yeah. Yeah, you know the post I mean? You'll fall in love with painting all over again. Yeah. I mean, that's how I feel with music. There are some days where, I guess like a week or a month of time, where I wake up every morning and the first thing I do is I get on my laptop, I open Ableton, and I start working on a song. And I love it. I love it. I love it. But then by the end of the week, I think about making music and I'm just like, I don't have anything to sing about. I don't have anything to do. It's just going to be monotonous work. So I stop for a bit. And then my body, because I naturally just fucking love music and stuff like that, feels, you know, drawn back to it. I'm like, oh, but this is something I miss. And that's how you kind of discover if something is really meant for you, is if you stop doing it and then you start to miss it. And you go back to it and you feel brand new. It's like a good inspirational talk here. I need to listen to my own advice. I really don't. Like I said, if I'm not doing something that's like enhancing my own skills, if I'm not constantly doing something, I just feel so gross and lazy, like, all the fucking time. Boop, get muted. People don't think I have executive powers. I do. Or don't think I will utilize my executive powers. Oh, I will. I don't like annoying people. Okay, eyebrows. Looking good. Because I was talking while I was doing my eyebrows, I did them well. Like, I wasn't focusing on it that much. So now I'm like, iceberg on a video game. Just be really into what you're talking about. You know, that's kind of the best advice I can give. Is I was excited to do the Grimes iceberg. I was excited to research it. I was excited to edit it because I was like, oh my god, this is something I've known about for so long and I cannot wait to share that knowledge with other people. But I mean, the Grimes iceberg part 3 was super, you know, long time coming because I was like super busy with other things and I just like got my friend to edit it because editing does get pretty monotonous. But lean into your own sense of humor, know what the fuck you're talking about and be excited about it. And I'm assuming that whatever video game you want to make an iceberg about is a video game you play and you know about. And you're probably just like, ooh, let's do this. Let's do this. That's why I haven't really made an iceberg about any other content, any other thing, because I don't have as much knowledge on anything else as interesting and as deep in lore as I did with Grimes. I mean, it's pretty hard to have something as deep in lore as Grimes, you know? But yeah, I don't really think about it that much. Oh, thank you. I think it's so funny that if you look up Grimes Marzi, or like Marzi Grimes, that shows up. Because every time I meet someone new and they're like, oh, you remind me, like, your music reminds me a little bit of Grimes, and I'm just like, Google my name and Grimes. Just do it. Just as a fun little exercise, just do it. Or they ask me, like, who are your favorite artists? I'm like, you want to Google Marzi Grimes? Just for a second. And they're like, holy shit. I'm like, yeah. I went through it. I know more about the video game than I do myself. That's how I felt about Grimes. Because really, my teenage years, like I said in my Celebrity Worship Syndrome video, oh my god, I was obsessed with her. I knew everything about her. And then one of my friends was like, okay, you know everything about her? What's her blood type? And then I was like, okay, maybe not that. Maybe not that. I don't know her blood type, actually. It's not knowledge that's stuck in my brain. Grimes is a chronic oversharer, though, so she's probably said online what her blood type is before, but, like, beats me. I don't know. How do you feel about the Grimes? How Grimes know that your iceberg videos is complete? I'm pretty neutral with her. I have been pretty neutral with her for a while. I said in my previous stream, I'm not, like, too excited for new music. I obviously will listen to it when it comes out and keep up with what she does, because I'm very interested, because she seems to be doing some weird stuff lately with AI, and she's dating a new boyfriend, and that's all fun and stuff. So... how did you find out about Grimes? Yeah, I was like, yeah, basically the exact same thing. I think I was listening to Lana Del Rey Blue Jeans on YouTube when I was like 14, and Genesis showed up in my recommended, and I'm like, ooh, this thumbnail looks cool, and this seems to be what YouTube is recommending me if I like Lana Del Rey, so I'm gonna click on it. At first, I was listening to it, I'm just like, I just don't get this. Like, there's no distinct, like, chorus, really. It's super washed out and spacey. It's just not my thing. I don't get it. But because I watched the video, YouTube kept being like, watch Genesis, watch Genesis, watch Genesis. And I did really like the video for it. And I just found that it was something that every time it showed up, I just kept clicking on it. I don't know. And eventually I just grew to really like it. And I was like, fine, this is a good song. And then it kind of just spiraled from there. Boo, 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 boo. Get fucked. Never heard anything like it before. It really took me by surprise. Yeah, I agree. It's not that I hadn't heard anything like it before, because I've been longtime Cocteau Twins fan, so I was like, oh, kind of like Cocteau Twins vocals over electronic beats and stuff, pretty cool, but I just thought it sounded really washed out, and I was like, oh, there's nothing, like, too distinct to it that I would really, like, make me latch onto it, but then I did, so. Got into Grimes' lore before I got into her music. A lot of people have said that to me based on my Iceberg series. They're just like, oh, this is the first time I'm hearing about Grimes. I just clicked on your video because I was interested, and now I really like her. And I'm like, that's bonkers to me, because I expected the majority of the people who watched my Iceberg series to be Grimes fans who are like, I want an overview. I listen to this girl. I know she's crazy. Let's take a dive. But then, you know. Yeah. I think it's really cool how many people have commented, like, I got into Grimes because of your Iceberg series. I'm like, that's insane. Because I said at the start of part 1 of the video, where I was like, I really hope that this is at least someone's first introduction to Grimes, and alas, it was. Video recommended to me after watching Grimes Cella. Oh, Grimes Cella. Every time she does something problematic, or is in the news media for some reason, my engagement on YouTube spikes. Like, it goes way up. And I'm just like, oh no. People are Googling her and it's showing up. Really like the original music post on this channel. Yes, thank you very much. I am definitely going to continue releasing music, releasing art, doing stuff like that. Yes. Wish David was released. I know it's impossible. Yeah, what a great song. I understand why she didn't release it, though, because David is a friend who passed away. So, you know, very, very sad topic indeed, and I guess she doesn't want to revisit that in any way, so I respect it. I totally respect it. We have some bomb-ass remakes on YouTube, though, so it's not that big of a deal, I guess. Not too excited for book 1. Songs she has released so far are not really my thing. Same with the new stuff she played at Grimescella. Yeah, I'm not really into it. Binging her interviews. I have seen, like, every Grimes interview ever. Sad thing to admit. I have. Okay. Done my makeup. I think I am going to go make myself some... What am I looking? Spaghetti? I think spaghetti would be good today because we're talking about Grimes, so I'm like, why not make myself some damn spaghetti? First, I gotta finish this. Spaghetti queen. Thank you. You like my eyebrows? I match my hair. Took me a while to get a color that matches my hair, but I've done it. I used to have this one red that was more like pink red that I would wear for my eyebrows, and did not match. It looked weird. Fantasia is a good one. I've heard some stuff where I'm like, okay, maybe dig this a little bit, but for the most part, I'm like, the way she sings now is so much different. I'm like, not really into it. What do you use to shave your eyebrows? Tweezers. Tweezers. I like being precise. And it's very satisfying. I have, like, I guess it would be trichotillomania. Yeah, the one where you pick out, like, you pick at your skin and your hair and stuff. Like, I have it real bad with tweezers and hair. Like, that's kind of why I got rid of my eyebrows in the first place, because I was just obsessed with doing it, and I just thought it would be easier to subdue that by just not having eyebrows at all, where it's like, if I find anything, I don't have to spend a million hours tweezing and shaping, and I can just take it all off and not bother. But then I started focusing on other areas of my body, like plucking, like, arm hairs and, like, the sides here and, like, back here and my, like, underarms and knuckles and stuff like that, and it didn't really matter in the end whether I got rid of my eyebrows or not, because I was just doing it to other parts of my body, so I'm like, well, I might as well get eyebrows again. Should I make myself some spaghetti? I think I will. That requires me moving everything, though. Guess we're going on an adventure again, just like we did yesterday. What kind of spaghetti? Some plain-ass spaghetti. Because, you know, food sensitivity issues. Can't handle more than anything that's, like, just plain. I make spaghetti in a super weird way, you're gonna see. I guess it's not, like, weird, but it's... Every time I make spaghetti and someone's over, they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, this is how I do it. Leave me alone. Okay, I'm putting you over here. Boo, 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 boo. Oh, da, da, da. Okay, spaghetti time. So, I have this Tupperware container. This Tupperware. What are you doing? Hello? Oh my god, that's gonna fall off my wall, isn't it? Shit's been falling. I see that comment and I'm like, I don't want to respond to that at all. Jesus Christ. Tupperware container that you just put shit in and microwave it and it works. It works real damn well. So, yeah, I also microwave my ramen. I basically microwave or air fry everything. I'm pretty scared of the stove. I never know how much to put in. Where do you think I'm from? Guess. I like saying that if someone asks me a question. I'm like, just guess first. And if you're right, then you're right. And if you're wrong, then maybe I'll tell you. Or I'll let you have another guess. Turkey. Do I look Turkish? Do I sound Turkish? Shit's been falling. It really has been. I'm not making myself too much spaghetti though, because I don't eat. Not breaking the spaghetti. That's for later. Just fill this up in my sink. And then I have margarine and table salt. Wrong, not Floridian. Try again. You have one more guess. I refuse to break my spaghetti. I know if I break my spaghetti, it's like inedible. Put margarine in this so that they don't all get stuck together when I put them in the microwave. And then pause. Table salt. Quebec, close. Close. I'm Canadian from Toronto. In case you didn't know. Just lightly putting salt in here. And then I put the lid on. And I go to my microwave. I set the timer for 10 minutes. Don't look Canadian. What do Canadians look like? Damn good question. Where is hockey and maple syrup? Maple syrup, I think, is too sweet. It's my unpopular Canadian opinion. And hockey, need to talk to my grandparents and uncles for that, because they are the hockey dudes. I do have hockey players in my family. Indeed, I do. Why aren't you living in an igloo? I used to. Wish there was poutine outside of Canada. There isn't? Is that not just like a common thing that a lot of places have? Didn't know people made spaghetti like this, but I don't own a microwave, so maybe that's why. I think it might just be me and some other people who refuse to use the stove. I'm not a huge fan of the stove. It scares the fuck out of me. Basically, every time I've used the stove in the past, I have burned myself. So, yeah. What's a poutine? It's French, well, it's fries, gravy, butter, and some other things that people like to put on it. I know ketchup on poutine is like a popular one, same with vinegar, but it's gravy and fries and cheese curds mainly. It's actually pretty damn good. will not lie about that. Taking you into my room for a second. Ooh. Back into my room. I put my phone case back on. Please don't shut off my stream. If I do this, thank you. Take everything that I've left in here. My hair clip. Never thought I would have to answer what poutine is. The poutine at Disney World is actually pretty damn good. Should do a poster tour. Yeah, I probably should at some point, but every time someone is like, you need to do a room tour, I'm like, but that requires me like fully cleaning up my apartment. I don't want to do that. Thank you for commenting my makeup. You actually from Kazakhstan? Where from? Nur Sultan, Almaty, Aktobe, Taldykorgan, Aktau. What other places are there in Kazakhstan? Pavlorad. Is it fried out with gravy on the side of dipping a thing? I hate soggy fries. I don't know if that would be considered proper poutine. I don't know if that would be... I don't know what the actual definition of poutine is. Like, it... Let's come in. Oh! I've heard of that one as well. That city. I love cities. Basically name any country and I can name like the top 5 cities from it. It's a weird talent. Poutine needs the cheese. Poutine lore video. Oh, see that? I'm gonna leave that one to someone else because I really don't know much about poutine lore. Not a huge fan of poutine, to be honest. I've had some good poutine, but for the most part, I do think that the gravy is just too sweet. Gravy is really sweet. I'm like, Bangladesh, Dhaka, Chittagong, Khulna, Komila, Mymensingh, Rajshahi, Cox's Bazar. There's some other big ones in there. Yeah, there's some other big ones in there, but my brain is having a brain issue. But yes, those are some pretty damn big cities in Bangladesh. I believe I am good at geography. I'm good at naming things. As far as like actual facts and stuff like that, sometimes I'm a little hazy and will say the wrong thing, but like, it's whatever. Geographically challenged. That's okay. That's my fun party trick, is every time I'm at a party with people and they're meeting me for the first time, I'm like, name a country, any country. I'll be like, what is my major? I am a professional music student. Professional music meaning more like business side of music, so I study contracts and like laws and stuff. Chittagong, live in Canada, saying the names. Yeah, I'm probably pronouncing a lot of them wrong because I've only ever seen them like written down for the most part, but yeah. My shirt says Cocteau Twins. They are a Scottish dream pop shoegaze band from the 80s, 90s. Pretty cool. Definitely like one of my favorite bands of all time, if not my favorite band of all time. Thank you, Mala. Is that how you pronounce your name, Mala? Very cool. Everyone should love the Cocteau Twins. I think everyone knows Heaven or Las Vegas and Cherry Colored Funk. Hi, Planet Pool Party. Hello. Is that a vape? No, I don't vape. That's ridiculous. That would be dumb. That would be ridiculous. I don't vape. Never vaped in my whole life. It's bad for you. Why would I do that? Evo. Treasure is a great album. Heaven or Las Vegas is my favorite album, like, of all time. Not just even of theirs. Watermelon flavor, yeah. Someone else pointed that out in my last stream. They're like, you have a watermelon vape? And I'm like, maybe I do. Evo is a very great song. Treasure is the album that Robert Smith of The Cure listened to while he was getting ready for his wedding. Fun fact, he loves that album. I also love that album. My favorite off of Treasure is probably Persephone. Love the Smiths. I haven't gotten that much into the Smiths. Morrissey himself just annoys the fuck out of me, as he should. For everybody, because he's a super annoying vegan, and his voice annoys me in some songs where I'm just like, oh, he's just in a British accent, and I'm like, oh, don't do that. Any other bands, that have a similar ethereal sound? Kidir Levyansky, she's a Russian artist who I really, really like. There are some Yule songs that sound very similar. There's this one song called Fossilized Archaic by a band that I actually don't remember the name of. It just showed up on my Discover Weekly once, and I legitimately thought it was a Cocteau Twins song at first. I think it's called Fossilized and Archaic. I don't really know. Any advice for people just getting into producing, just starting out? Follow what you think sounds good. And, keep working at it, because you will impress yourself very, very quickly. I do have playlists on Spotify. I have my Spotify linked in my YouTube bio, I think. But I have some pinned playlists. One called Marseille. All of my playlists are named after places, like city names and stuff like that. One called Marseille. That's a playlist of, like, all of my favorite songs. Should be some... Yeah, that's basically my go-to playlist if I want to hear something that I really, really like. Those are all of my favorite songs in that one playlist. Yeah. No Robert Plant of Led Zeppelin endorses disintegration with The Cure. As he should. South Park did that one episode where Robert Smith defeats Barbra Streisand, and Cartman is like, disintegration is the best album ever! I love you, Robert Smith! It's so funny. My spaghetti! Really enjoyed the video you made where you made music recommendations. Definitely want to do something like that again. Because that's a super old video. Super, super old video. Very big poster of some Girl in Your Ice Pig videos. Is it this one? Because that's Rosalia. Big poster of some Girl in Your Iceberg videos. Might have been my Japanese breakfast poster. Yes, okay, that's the Rosalia poster. Robert Smith is a South Park character, so goofy. I know, I can't believe they got him on. That's so weird. It's... Yeah, Autumn's Gray Solace. Yeah, that's it. The Fossilized Archaic one. That's the one that I think really sounds like Cocteau Twins. Like, a lot. I'm just getting my spaghetti. Oh, fuck, that's hot. It's hot as fuck. I have to, like, pour this into the sink, all the excess water. It will turn so you can see my process of making spaghetti. This is, like, very... I've never made food on stream before, other than yesterday. I just made myself noodles, but now I'm actually, like, making myself some spaghetti. Oh, that's hot as balls! Let me get a clean fork. Spaghetti is looking all dry and spaghetti-y. Spaghetti-y? Spaghetti-ish? Spaghetti mukbang. Mukbang. How do you pronounce that? I don't even know. I've burned myself so many times doing this. I have a permanent scar on this arm from making mac and cheese like this. Because I dropped it in the sink and the thing went... Can you... Hold on. Yeah. This mac and cheese scar. Currently dreading going to work. Fuck. I'm sorry. At least you're getting paid, right? I'm doing my dream job, but I'm not getting paid. So yeah, I have to go to work later too, but I ain't fucking paid for it. Internship. Music industry. I get paid from YouTube though, so that's nice. Yesterday, I mentioned that I wasn't getting paid and someone sent me like $10 to cover my fare to and from work, and I'm like, thank you. Work at the grocery store. You're doing the Lord's work. Customer service. I've worked customer service jobs before. God, the people you deal with. God, the people you deal with. I worked at the CN Tower 2 years ago. Over the summer, I worked at the CN Tower. I was like the elevator operator, guest service representative. So I was the person sending you up the elevator, giving you the spiel about the tower. A lot of people up there who didn't speak English, so we had our phones on us with a translator app at all times. And there was a lot of people from France who would come up to us and just immediately start speaking French and then get really confused when they learned that not every Canadian speaks French fluently. And I'm like, no, sorry, no, I don't speak French. Je ne parle pas français. I was about to put my margarine in my drawer. That's not where it goes. We aren't a bilingual country. In Quebec, they would probably have a pretty good shot at getting someone who spoke French, but not me. Oh, that was a lot of salt. Oh no. That's so stressful. Yeah, being in charge of some people's, like, vacation plans, kind of crazy. There were a lot of, obviously, tourists. I always asked people where they were from, and I had a note app in my phone that every time somebody told me where they were from, I would just write it down in my notes, where I'm just like, places where I've met people from. A lot of German tourists. One couple from Phnom Penh, Cambodia, which is the capital of Cambodia. They were so nice to me up in Skypod. And they asked me, are you Chinese? Because I don't know, I think I get mistaken as Asian, like, a lot. They're like, are you Chinese? And they were like, oh, you're so pretty. Can we take a photo with you? So they took a photo with me, like I was a Disney princess, and they were at Disney World. It was so fun. Sorry, I got to put some things in the dishwasher. One of the craziest parts about me is that I used to not use the dishwasher. I actually got into a fight with my old roommates because of this, because we were like on a chore rotation, but I didn't use the dishwasher because I didn't use that many plates. So whenever I had dirty plates, I would just hand wash them immediately in the sink and put them in the drying rack, because I just was like, you guys cook a lot. I'm not going to use the dishwasher and do the dishwashers for a week if I don't use the dishwasher and I'm just cleaning your plates from making giant meals every night. Which I think was reasonable, but the way I went about it, I was a bitch. I was really bitchy about it. So it ended not nice. It's not a good roommate situation after that. My fault. I will say that was probably, for the most part, my fault. Even though from that explanation, it doesn't seems strange that they were upset. You wash what you used. Yeah, I guess it was just because in the beginning I had said that I was like, oh yeah, I'll use the dishwasher, whatever. And then when it was my turn on dishwasher duty, I just completely forgot about the dishwasher entirely because I never used it. So they would get mad at me because they're like, Mars, you're on dishwasher duty this week and there's just like so many dirty dishes and none of them are cleaned. So I was like, yeah, I don't use the dishwasher actually, so can I just be taken off of dishwasher rotation? And they're just like, why don't you use the dishwasher? And I'm like, because I don't cook gigantic meals every night like you guys do. And then they were just like, I wouldn't take out the trash as often as I should have, and I was just being really bitchy about it, not gonna lie. I was like, well, it smells really bad, I don't want to deal with that, like, I have, like, sensitivity issues, and that's true, but, like, girl, take out the trash. I think it was probably just a miscommunication. I have no hard feelings about it now, but nevertheless, definitely, they were, like, kind of clean freaky, so I'm putting my hair up and then I'm eating my spaghetti. Then I might leave just to do some things before I have to go to work. But I do enjoy streaming. I think Fridays and Saturdays are going to be my streaming days. I will enjoy my spaghetti. I'm praying I didn't put too much salt in the spaghetti, because I have over-salted my spaghetti in the past and it's just been like, oh god. God's hot. It's really salty. It's fine, but it's quite salty. Oops. Yeah, I definitely oversalted my spaghetti. It's okay, it's doable. I'm trying to be more adventurous with my food, but it's difficult. Thank you everyone who's here watching me eat spaghetti. Glad I'm living with my sister instead of a rando roomie when I'm in uni soon. Honestly, kind of a blessing. Because I really do enjoy the concept of having a roommate. Because I do feel very lonely without, like, another human presence in my apartment. But I just learned that even though I enjoy the concept of having a roommate, that what ultimately is more beneficial for me was having my own space. Where it's like, if I leave a bag of garbage on the floor and I don't want to deal with it, then that's my responsibility to clean it up. I have my own systems, my own way of doing things. I put things where I want to put them, and that's that. And I get really freaked out if someone moves them. So I value my own personal space more. Ultimately having roommates would just cause me a lot more stress in the end that I decided just wasn't worth it. My space, my rules, bitch. I should not talk while I'm eating. It's rude of me. But once again, my stream, my rules. At least I don't chew with my mouth open. I think if I was watching my stream and I started just chewing with my mouth open, all of you would have the right to leave. Living with people made me feel guilty. Yeah. They did make me feel like I was like a slob, to be honest, like my old roommates. But then I got new roommates, and I realized that how I went about cleaning things was just completely normal. Like, they would pester me to take out my old roommates would pester me to take out the trash when it wasn't even full. And I'm like, but it's not full, like, I'll do it later, I'm busy, I don't want to right now. And they're just like, oh, you don't want to take out the trash. And I'm like, nah. And then I go over to some of my friends' apartments and I'm like, damn, bitch, you live like this? They were pretty obsessive with cleaning. They absolutely were. It doesn't matter until it can't fit anymore. Exactly. I mean, I understand it's just like a little tiny thing, but the idea of wasting a trash bag, no, they're cheap, but like it checks me. It just, like it's like they're just like, oh, but it's gonna start to smell, and I'm just like, it's a trash bin. Yeah, it's gonna smell. What do I do at work? I am an assistant sound tech at a Latin music venue. It's like a solid 40-minute 40-minute streetcar down to my work, which is fine. Because I'll stay there for quite a bit, but too much single-use plastic, yeah. I know, it's really sick. I'm very happy. I'm an intern though, so I'm not getting paid, and I kind of like go based on my own hours and rules and stuff like that, so it's like really chill. Not much pressure. Like, if I don't show up today, it's not gonna matter. But I want to go because I'm learning stuff, right? And it's a cool opportunity to get out. It's really good. My birthday is September 14th. 2002, to be exact. Oh, it's helped me a lot. Even in the past 2 weeks I've been there. I'm learning a lot of stuff. It makes me really hopeful for the future and having a career in the music industry. Oh yeah, we got the same birthday? That's so sick. Apparently, September is the most common birthday month. September 14th, yes. Great to find you here in a sea of brain rot. Thank you! There's a lot of people who come onto my stream and make brain rot comments, but this stream I've only had to mute one person. 2 people, but I'm pretty sure they were the same person on a different account. So. Makes sense. Yeah, it does. W stream. You just gotta ignore them. Yeah, I was like, oh, please don't come in here and be a troll. Don't do it. But every time someone comes on here and makes, like, strange comments, I always, like, wonder what they look like in person. How old they are, what their job is, if they have a job, where they maybe go to school, what they dress like. Because I can't, like, picture somebody who spends their time going through random YouTube streams making, like, weird spammy comments. Maybe me when I was, like, 9. But that does say a lot about the people doing it, right? I had a tendency to be weird to people online. Weird and kind of mean to people online when I was a kid. Because I just was like, ooh. Oh my god, like, I'm protected by anonymity. It doesn't matter. I just want to get a reaction out of people. But everyone grows out of that eventually. Fat tub of spaghetti? Yeah. It's a good fat type of spaghetti. It's a little too salty, though. Thank you for liking the way I respond to weird comments. Some comments I got, I really want to respond more aggressively, but my version of aggressive would get me banned from YouTube. Oh, might have our fit as well. What sauce? Butter. Margarine. I don't really like spaghetti sauce. I don't have tomatoes. I also don't really like tomatoes. Oops. That's the ARFID. I'm almost done. Yeah, just mute. Just mute, ignore. I'm gonna tell everyone else who's a normal person in my stream to just ignore them too. Tea or coffee? Tea. I'm not a coffee fan. Never been a coffee fan. But really, I'm not a tea fan either, so. If there's a secret third option for hot chocolate, then that's it. I like hot chocolate a lot. Okay. I'm almost done my spaghetti. You look like some Bollywood actor. That's a compliment. Bollywood actors are always really pretty. I think. Priya Tuzinta? Hold on, I'm actually going to look this up. Okay. I can't see it. Oh, maybe I do. Round face. Really round face. I see it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go soon because I want to have some time before I leave to go to work to maybe play some GeoGuessr or something like that. Because I go to work at like 5. Be there by 5. So, like I said, 40-minute train down. Streetcar. Train. But yeah. I'm grateful that people actually watch me because I've been on stream for nearly 2 hours. It's the longest stream that I've ever done. I want to stream more often. I think definitely Fridays and Saturdays around this time before I go to work is probably the most ideal time because I really struggle doing things alone because I feel like there's no one to validate what I do. I appreciate that you use public transport. It's the most efficient way to get around here. It really is. But yeah, everyone should have a great day. Much love. Maybe I won't leave like super right away. Oh my god, that spaghetti was so salty. Okay. I think I will leave because I do have to go to the bathroom. Much love. I shall see you guys soon, maybe tomorrow, maybe some other time in the week, but if not this week, then definitely Fridays and Saturdays around this time seem to be a good time. Oh, holy hand grenade just showed up. I'm so sorry. It's gonna be archived though. I'm sorry, you can't. I'm sorry. I was just saying that I'm probably going to stream every Friday and Saturday. Hopefully another time throughout the week as well, if I have time. But I'm usually pretty busy with stuff, so we'll see. But Friday, Saturdays around this time, like noon-ish to like 3, should be the time that I'm doing live stuff. So yes, everyone take care. Much love. Thank you for joining. Should be archived on my channel. So yeah, I shall see you guys later. Goodbye.